when the capacity of the team leader reach its limit, definitely the team growth will also come to that level.
Exactly.
Then that's when stagnation sets in. When your team are not giving you the expected result at that particular time, do you still genuinely care about them? Some people, they join the business because of instant gratification. They will use the act of fear or intimidation or threats that if you don't meet this target, this also will happen to you. This. People will quit your business because your business will be at stake. In a setting or in a team whereby everybody knows what to do, definitely there won't be an issue. Now, as a leader, it is your responsibility to make sure you communicate and delegate responsibility to each of your team members. If you used to say, we rise by lifting others. That's exactly how our business is. Real wealth is built in team building. They have been working, but they don't get things done. And you see a newbie, someone that's just joining the business, in the space of 2-3 months, start getting the result that these people have not gotten. Now, what's changed? One of the things that might affect that team member is because he is too familiar with the system. So don't be too much close that you will not be too familiar with the person, and don't be far away so that you will not lose your track. The business is very perfect, but the people that are doing it are not perfect.
Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's podcast. This is the first edition of VQT podcast in 2026. Right here, we'll be discussing a very crucial topic in our business. Our topic today is reawakening stagnant businesses and the will to win. My name is Newness Oyinlola, and I'm your host on today's session. Right in this house to explore this topic very well, we have our guest of honor right here. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you introduce yourself and tell us what you expect from today's podcast?
All right, I'm happy to be here. My name is Atoyebi Opeyemi. I am a distributor in network marketing industry and also an active freelancer. And today I'm expecting it to be lit. Wow. So thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. So we've conducted a survey to cover the opinions and questions of the audience regarding our topic for today. We'll be throwing this question across to our guests so that we can learn from his experience and gain from his knowledge. Mr. Atoyebi Opeyemi, you're welcome once again.
Thank you.
So let us dive right in. The first question I have before me is more focused on why business actually stagnates in this industry. Why businesses stagnate? Many network marketing businesses, once they hit a plateau, they tend to have slow growth or they stagnate in that particular stage. What do you think is the reason why businesses stop growing in our industry?
That's a very fantastic question. I would like to say one of the crucial reasons why business stagnates in network marketing is that majorly the leaders, they reach a point whereby they exhaust the people in their list. Now, let me use this as an example. When most people we heard about the business opportunity, the network marketing, we are very excited. In short, let me use my own as an example. Yes. Then when I heard about this life-changing opportunity then, so I've already thought about 1 or 2 people in my family and also my friends. I'm very sure they will join my business. And same thing happened to majority of the people in the business. When they come to the business, they already know that, okay, this my friend definitely join. This my acquaintances definitely join. So now let's say they have that in their list. So as time goes on, they will run out of lists. They will run out of people they know. Now, by the time that comes to realization that they have run out of people, they don't know how to move forward again. They become stuck. Now, the reason why they become stuck, the reason why that will happen is because over the time, they have not created a consistent system that brings in people to their business. Mm-hmm. So by the time that they will realize that it will have already been late, and they would have already found themselves at the point of stagnation. So I think that's number one. I will still add another point. Another point is this: in network marketing, everybody's a leader, potential leader, and some people tend to be the bottleneck of their team. Like they are literally the limiting factor of their team. How do I mean? I mean this way. Some of the team leaders, they tend to be the one to do almost everything in their team. They are the one doing the following up. They are the one doing the prospecting. They are the one doing the trainings, and their team are just following them. Their team are just leaning on their capacity, and every capacity has its own limits. When the capacity of the team leader reach its limits, definitely the team growth will also come to that level.
Exactly.
Then that's when stagnation sets in or starts. Now, and I will also round it up with this as well. Another crucial factor why businesses hit a plateau is wrong mindset. Majority of people, they join business with wrong mindset at first. Some later get it right with the help of training here and there, then they will reset their mindset. But let me just walk you through this. Some people, they join the business because of instant gratification. Like, if I join this business, I have to achieve this within just 6 months. They don't have that patience to understand how the business works first. So as time goes on, probably they have used like 6 months, a year, or a year and a half in the business, and they have not achieved what they feel like they should achieve at that moment. They start dropping down. So they start misbehaving, and the majority of them, they will quit. Now, in Dream Achievers, majority of the many network marketing leaders that are successful in Dream Achievers, there's something that's common about them. They are consistent. They make sure they understand the business, and they follow through the slow progress until they actually elevate. They get elevated in the business. So I feel these three things are one of the major reasons why business gets stagnated in our business.
Wow, I really love the point where you talked about leaders becoming the bottleneck of their team.
Yeah.
We tend to find ourselves in this situation at times. This kind of business, you might be pressured to attain success. So you tend to do most things for your team.
Yeah.
Now, if you are getting into this situation, you might not quickly detect.
Yeah.
How do you think we can identify this problem quickly?
Yeah, identifying the area where your business is about to go into stagnation is you need to ask yourself some questions, or keep asking yourself some questions. I would say the first one is to ask yourself this question of, am I getting people into my business consistently? Yeah, because there will be some certain stage you get to in the business that you feel like, well, if anybody comes into my business, that's fine. And if they don't come, I will try again next time. That isn't how it will work in network marketing, or how it works in network marketing. Your consistent action, bringing people in, recruiting more prospects is the key. The moment you get to a level whereby it doesn't freak you anymore whether anybody join your business in a week or in a month or not, definitely something is wrong there. So you need to keep ask yourself that question: are you getting more prospects into your team or into your direct business consistently? And another thing is also ask yourself this question: am I the one doing almost everything in my team? Am I the brain box of my team? Because in network marketing especially, okay, before then, let me take you back to leadership. Brian Tracy said something about leadership. He said leadership is the ability to elicit extraordinary performance from ordinary people. That is, the major work of a leader is to build more other leaders, not to build followers. Now, if you find yourself in a state whereby you are a team leader or you are a leader, and majorly your team depends solely on you on almost everything, definitely stagnation is about to set in. Because if anything should happen to you, it's going to affect every one of your team, and nobody's going to, come for you. So I feel in that way, ask yourself this question: am I the one doing everything, or am I creating leaders in my team? Am I creating leaders? Now, how can you create leader? You can create leader by delegating responsibility, by showing them how things are done. we are not, this is not babysitting. You are not, don't babysit anybody. Let them, this is the right thing to do, this is the right thing to do. We are do this, do this. Remember we said leadership is the ability to elicit extraordinary results from ordinary people. Which means almost all of us here, let's say all of many people have that great potential in them.
Yes.
But it is someone that will see it. As a leader, you'll be the one to foresee it and make sure you put them to test, whereby that thing will come out in them. Some people, they might not be able to talk publicly. Some people, they might not be able to know how to talk to people directly, or how to close sales deal or something like that. It is your work. By the act of delegating responsibility to them, definitely they will get used to it. Then they will find out the things that they couldn't do before. And I will just say it this way. Another question you should ask yourself is, am I excited doing this business, or I'm just following the mission? Because there will be some certain stage whereby some people will lose their spark. And at that moment, you need to call yourself back. Why do you join the business in the first place? So now, if these three questions that you will ask yourself, if the answer is no, definitely you need to do something about it. So before stagnation starts to set in.
Thank you so much for that explanation. That is so beautiful. Yeah. And that will lead us to our next question. Okay. You spoke so much about leadership in your first explanation. You said leadership is the ability to elicit extraordinary performance from ordinary people. Right now, we have discovered that in our business, most people complain about people building a business based on fear and intimidation. Okay. So some people are in that kind of thing whereby leadership is based on fear and intimidation. Now, what does healthy leadership look like?
Wow, that's a very interesting question. Healthy leadership, or let me say healthy network marketing business, is a business whereby you value your people, your members, they feel safe, they feel heard, not fear, not intimidation. Because now in network marketing especially, there are targets to meet. And some so-called leaders, instead of them displaying the good quality of a leader by carrying them along, training them, discussion, good communication, instead they will use the act of fear or intimidation or threats that if you don't meet this target, this also will happen to you. This. People will quit your business because your business will be at stake. That such leader will definitely have a short-term result. Yes. But his business is about to get into a very big red zone. What I mean by is this: if your team member sees that this environment that I'm in right now is too toxic for me, they will quit. And meanwhile, people don't quit your business. People quit you. Just like the first time where they want to join your business, they don't join your business at first insight, because before they understand the business, they will have already joined you. They join you, not their business. So the moment you start misbehaving as a leader, you start creating a toxic environment for them, they will quit you. That's the reason why we have so many bad experience about some leadership experience about some people that quit. So all these controversials. Yes. That is it. So the business is very perfect, but the people that are doing it are not perfect, which is an encouragement for we leaders that are there to make sure we create a conducive environment for our members to grow. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful explanation. Yeah. Now, you mentioned that the business is perfect, but those of us that we are building it, we are not perfect. And there's one saying that no one was born as a leader. You have to develop it. So that will lead me to asking you this question: how can we create a culture that inspires people as a leader?
Okay, creating a culture that inspires people as a leader, or that inspires your team member as a leader. Yes. Okay, I would say the first thing the leader should do is to make sure that he genuinely cares about his team member, not just their production, because it's two different things. Even when your team are not giving you the expected result at that particular time, do you still genuinely care about them? Now, how will you genuinely care about them? What are the things you do? As a leader, you should celebrate their wins, their small wins. As a leader, you should be with them in terms of their trouble. As a leader, you should have a good communication and good relationship. You hear them, listen to what they have to say. You don't just always be at the spotlight. Let them feel safe, let them feel heard. So I would say that's one. I would say another thing a leader must do is to create clarity for the team member. In a setting or in a team whereby everybody knows what to do, definitely there won't be an issue.
Yes, sir.
Now, as a leader, it is your responsibility to make sure you communicate and delegate responsibility to each of your team members. Let them know that, okay, this is your responsibility, this is where you belong, this is what you should do. So this member will feel they are in the system, they feel belong. And at the same time, there will be more productivity like that. So I feel those two things for now.
Wow. That is so amazing.
Yeah,
thank you so much,
Thank you.
Mr. Atoyebi Opeyemi.
Thank you.
All right, this next question we have right here, I am so excited it's coming up. It is about people that they tend to stop growing in our business after reaching a particular status they've been planning to get to, or they achieve something they've been looking to attain in the business. What do you think can make someone stop investing that energy once they achieve those things?
You see, sometimes success is a threat to personal growth. One of my leaders once said, and I quote, said, success is a bad teacher. Even my pastor once said it like that. So now, when some leaders, they achieve some certain level of results, probably they make one huge money, or their teams are currently doing well, they are stable and they are currently doing well, they tend to feel comfortable. So comfort setting, they tend to feel comfortable and they feel like, I don't need to know more for now. I mean, I need to relax, just let me relax like that. And at the point of comfort, that's where complacency sets in. I also say burnout do cause it as well. You know, building network marketing business requires significant effort. Now, you have to show up every day, do training every day as a leader. You have to, you know, show up, do a lot of things every day till you get results and you still continue it. So when some leader actually achieve some level of results after that kind of struggle, they will feel like, now, you know, all this mentality like, at least I have suffered in the past, I have to, you know, I enjoy now. No, it doesn't work like that. The majority of them just tends to feel comfortable, like because of the burnout that they went through, or the kind of efforts that they've put into the work. So I feel in that aspect too. So that is just that.
All right. So that makes sense. Are we trying to say that this kind of relaxation is coming as a result of burnout or complacency?
Before I answer that question, I also remember one thing. The reason why people or leaders, they tend to relax after some certain level of result. I can also say ego too is part of it. There's some leader that you get some certain level of status. Probably, let me say for instance in my business, you get to a manager or senior manager level or director level. You feel like you're on top of the world. You know more than everybody. You don't want to learn from anybody again. Or I'm your team leader now. I know, yeah, you do this, you do this, you do this. They don't want to listen. They don't want to learn. And the day you stop learning is the day you start dying. So that is one thing that I also see. These people are blinded by what they are saying currently. They don't know that what gets you there, what gets them there, the work required to make them be or to make them maintain that position is more higher than what take them there. So they don't understand that, and before they know it, they'll start deteriorating again.
I said, can we say that it is burnout that is causing this kind of stopping the investment of energy? Could it be burnout, or could it be complacency due to the comfort they are getting from where they are currently?
Yeah, just as I've said, though a lot of things might cause it. But talking from the perspective of complacency and burning out, yes, that also play a major role in people getting relaxed after achieving some certain level of results. Now, one thing I would say as an advice to call them back is for them to revisit their why. What is the reason why they joined the business? Now, there are two different whys here. You have general why people join business. I can say, now, if I ask 1 or 2, 3 people here that, okay, why do you join the business? He said, I want to make money, or I want to become successful. That's the general why. Anybody can join business because of that.
Absolutely.
But each and every one of us have another deep why that we join the business. My own might be, okay, nobody has ever traveled out in my family before, and I want to be the first person even to fly my parents out of the country. That might be my personal why. Or my personal why might be, I want to become the first self-made billionaire. in my company or in my family or in my lineage. So that's another why. That kind of person need to revisit his or her why, the reason why he joined the business, and fall back on track. So after comparing what he's currently getting with the why he joined the business, then he will know that yes, there's more to work on. Then
all right, thank you so much. That captures it all.
Okay.
How we can get back on track.
Yeah.
We need to revisit our why.
Wow.
And they do say that we have to make our why big enough that our how becomes so easy. So that makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much, sir. So that will lead us to our next question. Now, we've discussed leadership. You know, our business is a business of leadership.
Yeah.
And leadership is being done by human beings.
Yeah.
Like we said, the business is perfect, but the people practicing it are not perfect.
Yeah.
Now, in a situation whereby a member has lost trust in the leadership of the team
yeah.
due to one thing or the other, maybe the person was building with fear and intimidation or manipulation.
Right.
How can that leader rebuild the trust with the members?
Again. Wow, this is a very crucial matter.
Yes.
Now, we human beings, we are not perfect. We are tends to make mistakes, and that's why we must keep getting better every day. Now, let's say as a leader that you have wronged your team in one or two is probably let's say by mismanagement of their funds, or by manipulating, or by this or by that, and it has caused an issue in your team. And the first thing you need to do is to accept the fact that you own it. Like, don't shift blame. You are the one that do it. It is you. So accepting the fact that it's not the system. No, it is you. Another person can actually be in your position and not do what you did. So first thing, accept it that I take responsibility of this. Then I would say the next thing is for you to go to your team and have a honest conversation with them. Tell them these are the things that are wrong, these are the things that are wrong, and tell them the areas that you are working on improvement. People tend to accept people or trust people that are developing on themselves and they are sincere and they have humility over a perfect person. Because some leader might test like, okay, you have known that I do this like that. They want to form like, yes, I'm in charge of this one, I'm perfect. So your people will not buy it. But if you go to them and explain, this is what's wrong, this is what's wrong, this, then you iron things out, and then at that instant, you start making sure that you are accountable 100% to your team and to your leaders and to your probably mentors. And you make sure anything you say to them or you say you will do, make sure you deliver it 100%. That's how they can start building trust. Because right now they will feel like my leader is getting more stable now. Now I can trust him now. Okay, yes. So I think in that aspect.
Yeah, that is very wonderful. Now, in a situation whereby the members are building the trust again, you know, the leader tends to lose the trust, maybe due to one situation or the other, because it is like a pattern or a behavior.
Yes.
So what system can we put in place in order to prevent this kind of situation from happening again?
What we can put in place, or what the leader can put in place,
yes, sir,
to prevent that kind of thing happening is to build accountability partners. That person, before I come back to them, let me say this. That such person have to create a system whereby there will be transparency to everybody around him. Like, let's use team funds as an example.
Yes, sir.
You are the one managing the team funds. There have to be transparency. There have to be a proper documented history. Like, okay, this is what comes in, this is what goes out, this is the rate, this is what we use. Make sure all your team members, all your distributors, they are carried along. No aki-panky, no hiding, or no secret in one place or the other. So I will now go back to what I said earlier, is building accountability partners. That you need to submit yourself to people more experienced than you and people more stable than you, probably like your mentors, and let them know this is the state I am currently and this is what I'm building myself into. And you keep receiving feedback from them by, reporting to them. So, and I will also say this as well, yourself, you need to start developing yourself personally. That is, at that particular moment, you need to start reading books to change your own mindset as well. Reading books, attending trainings, even as a leader. that's the point that you even need it more. You need to start developing on yourself. So I think with that, if a leader is very developed, you are making money and you know the right thing, I don't think you will fall into that pit.
Yes.
I don't think that. So I think with that, there will be a solution.
Yes, sir. That is very wonderful. Thank you so much for that wonderful explanation.
Right.
The question we have before us right now is one thing that has been bothering a lot of distributors in the business.
Right.
It's about people that are questioning the value of team building.
Such people, they don't understand the concept of the business they are into already. They don't understand the concept of network marketing. You know, real wealth is built in team building. And the reason why these people feel like probably they are wasting their resources or wasting their time. Now, even if you want to make millions and billions, check people that are billionaires and millionaires. They have organizations. They have organization running. They have large team running, company running. So you can't say, probably let's say, for instance, you are making money and you are not building team and you are complaining that probably this is stop. No, that is not it. If you know you want to achieve the real wealth in the industry, you have to build a team. You need people. Now, he said in Fact About Life, he said if you want to become, one of the rules of becoming successful is that you have to come to a level whereby you'll be working 1,000 hours a day. Now, and if you break this down, now working 1,000 hours a day, you alone cannot do that. You can't put that off.
Yes.
But let's say, let's use our successful tycoon in the society today as an example. Let's use Dangote. How many hours do you think Dangote is working in a day? Do you know how many workers, how many people working under Dangote?
Yes.
Even people, there are many thousands of people and millions of people that he personally might not know, I mean physically, but they are working on for him. Now, some people might be working like, let's say 6 hours or 8 hours a day. Now, multiply it with people working under Dangote's company. That's the reason why it's the richest black man in the world today.
Wow.
And same thing of in network marketing, people that are at the top, they have the team size. They build a striving team. That's the reason why. I can't compare someone that he alone or she alone is the one building the business. Definitely, he cannot exceed 24 hours. And he can't even use up to that 24 hours to work. Now, remember the rule is that you have to work 1,000 hours a day. Now, compared to someone that probably, let's say I have like 100 people in my team currently. Now, that 100 people, let's say this per person is working, let's say 8 hours in a day or 10 hours a day. Now, if you are working 10 hours a day, definitely I'm working 1,000 hours a day. They are achieving their dream, their goals. I'm also achieving mine. So, in that aspect, we will achieve more. That person will not achieve more, because 24 hours compared to 1,000 hours, the result will be what? Very, very different. So they have to understand the concept of network marketing business. It's this with team building. The more people in the business, the more success you attain, the more level you get to. So I think in that aspect, it's just change of orientation.
Yes, sir.
And
so that explains it, the value of team building.
Yeah.
But for someone who knows this value,
yeah,
but is still not building the team, that person is now seeing the monthly responsibilities as a burden. What do you have to tell that person? Is it a burden? Let me start with that.
No. Especially in my own industry, I'm a new life distributor. Now, doing monthly responsibility, so there is one slang like that they used to say in our business that new life will underpay you, and once you get some higher level, they will now overpay you. That is a wrong statement to say. Sorry to say for people that have said it, because new life has never underpay or overpay anybody.
Wow.
It's the work that you do that you are being paid for. Now, this is it. Let's say you place an order on a product. They will deliver the product worth of that amount, that even when you sell the product, you will even have more gain. And aside that, you also have another bonus, which is monthly bonus.
Yes.
Aside that, so tell me how you are getting underpay. No. So these people don't understand how the business works. And the problem is also from that person, that single distributor side, because if you have sharpened your quality to sell, know how to pitch, you have sharpened your
sales ability.
Yeah, your ability to get sales. This thing, you can't have issues. You can't make complaint of that. And I will still say it. Everything comes back to building team. You need to call people, then let them see the opportunity, let them become what they want to become, so that you can become it. Davido used to say, "We rise by lifting others." That's exactly how our business is. You want to get to some certain level or some higher level, you have to help as much as many people to achieve their success, achieve their goal. Then you too also achieve yours easily. One great man once says that one of the easiest way of achieving something great, or you want to achieve something as a leader or as a person, help other people to achieve it. Definitely that thing will come to you easily. So I believe if that is being put into place,
so if you want to achieve something, yes, help other people to achieve it. That is a concept that will really help a lot of people to attain their dreams in the business. Then that will lead us to the next question right now. Okay. If someone isn't seeing results, and the person feels completely stuck, what are the practical step-by-step guide that you will give the person to rebuild momentum and to start growing again? Okay,
this feeling is normal for anybody to experience it. Feeling stuck at a particular point of your business, or feeling overwhelmed, or there's some particular time that your energy will be drained in the business. Because I said it earlier that network marketing business requires a lot of effort to put in for you to build it to the top. And there will be a certain time that your energy will get drained. Now, what are the things you need to do to reignite back your fire and to keep going? First of all, you need to call yourself back and revisit the reason why you want to do this, or you are doing this in the first place. You need to strategize. No, you don't just keep doing it like no stop, no time that you are calling yourself, reassessing yourself back. No, you need to call yourself back. Where am I now? Where am I coming from? Where am I going? What are the things I need to do now to get me where I want to be? Who are the people I need to connect to now that will help me to get to where I want to be? So that has to be. And another thing is, you also need to revisit the fundamentals trainings. Now, take it one by one. Don't overwhelm yourself with this. Probably, let's say, which area are you lacking? Are you lagging behind? Let's say the area of prospecting. You don't know how to prospect for you, and the business has grown up to has patched you up. And the moment the business patch you up, where you get to, still yet you don't know how to do that thing. Now, this is where you need to calm down. What are the areas that I need to improve? You see, I need to know how to prospecting or sales pitch, or where am I getting defects from? Then after realizing that, then pick it one by one. Start working on it one by one. Now, you don't know how to prospect, or you don't know how to talk to people, or probably you are finding reading books difficult. You are short of knowledge. Then you need to take down, you can take it for the first 90 days, that this is the only thing I want to work on. Now, along the line, you get to even develop more other things that you don't even think that you can develop. So I feel like in that aspect too, the person will be able to reignite the fire back and call himself back. All right, thank you so much for that explanation. Thank you. I have a particular question from me. All right. So I feel there are several reasons, like you have mentioned earlier, there are several reasons why a person can get stagnant and why a person can be stuck in the business. I feel one of the reasons is familiarity with the system. Yes. When you get too familiar with the things that are meant to get you to that, So now, and it has been seen that most people, they tend to relax at a particular point, and when they see no one challenging them around in the environment, they will remain stuck for a period of time. Do you think the business is too easy
Or do you think everyone has become weak? That is why winning is looking impossible. No one is challenged to stand out again. Everyone is just remaining stagnant. What do you say about that?
That's a very great question. You see, my leader or my team leader used to say, Mr. Latugbo used to say, don't be carried away with the simplicity of the business. This business is worth doing, although what are the activities in the business? You have to learn some skill, like how to talk to people, like the leadership aspect. So at some point, if you get too familiar with that system, you feel like this thing is simple now. She used to come to office and do this. She used to do this. If you get too familiar with it, you will lose the reason why you need to get that thing done. On a long run, you will get carried away.
Yes, sir.
You get carried away. And now I used to see something like, there are some professionals in our business, though I can call them pro members in our business, that they have been in office for like months and they have been working, but they don't get things done. And we see a newbie, someone that is just joining the business, in the space of 2-3 months, starts getting the result that these people have not gotten. Now what's changed is because one of the things that might affect that pro member is because he is too familiar with the system, with the activity.
Yes, sir.
So I think familiarity has played a major role in that. So you have to make sure you call yourself, you remind yourself of the reason why you need to get things done.
Yes,
now, another thing is this: when you are too familiar with the leaders around you, you will get stuck. You will get stuck because now the same leader that gave you general training, that gave general training to every member, now and that same training will change some people's mentality and will change some people's business into greater one. And that same training some people will attend and nothing will change in their life. It's because that kind of leader, you will count what he or she is saying as probably normal thing.
Yes.
Like I'll ask Len, Chibi is Mr. This thing that say this one, and we are party now, and we are this now. So you want to do it if you are asked to do something at a particular time, but because you are familiar with that person, like Chibi, we know each other. I even know the food I ate yesterday. Like I can do it tomorrow, Jerry. There's nothing that will happen. So if you don't that kind of mentality and familiarity, you won't do it at that particular time. That's the reason why you miss the result you are supposed to get from that person. And the person that is not too familiar with the leader, we do it at that particular time and they will get results. So that's one of the reasons why some newbies will join and it spends 2-3 months, 4 months, they will start seeing results. And some people that have been there for long, they don't see results. I see familiarity too is also one of the major roles. So whenever you move closer to a leader, probably you have a relationship with your leader, make sure, like this Yoruba adage used to say, so don't be too much close that you will not be too familiar with the person, and don't be far away so that you will not lose your track. All right.
Thank you so much for that explanation.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now, this will be the last question. It's also from me.
All right. Thank you.
So this question is, it's also related to the first one.
All right.
In a situation where everyone around you, they are dormant, they are having stagnant business.
Yeah, okay.
How can you break that limit and stand out?
Number one thing you need to do, leave that environment. Yes, because there's no how you can strive in that kind of environment, no matter what you are. I mean, no matter what plan or how big or powerful your plan might be. First of all, you need to leave that environment. Is it the circle of your friend that are having the same results you are having? Then you need to find another circle of friends that are doing better. That is where you can breathe. That is where you can emerge. Yes. So first of all, leave that environment. And another thing is determined to develop on yourself daily. So when you get to, let's say you found a new circle, that they keep inspiring you, they keep bringing the best out of you, then you yourself, you need that personal discipline to develop yourself up to their standard. Up to their standard. I would say majorly, if you want to grow exponentially, you have to find people that you know that they are far more beyond you. They have more than you. They are more wealthy than you or more rich than you. They have more team than you. They are intelligent more than you. That even when they are talking, you can barely say anything. You just be listening. It's those kind of environment that will be pushing you to do more. That will be pushing you to do more. But if you still remain at that environment whereby everybody's getting normal results, there's no extraordinary result, you self, you will feel comfortable. At a point, you get to a point whereby you feel like there's no problem self. Everybody's getting the same result you are getting. So there's no reason why, there's no cause for alarm. But the moment you leave that your comfort zone and you get to where you'll be pushed, you see that there's more to do for yourself.
Yes.
And
all right, thank you so much for that explanation.
Yeah,
I have really learned a lot.
Yeah, and I enjoy myself to this podcast.
Before we go, I would like you to give one piece of advice to everyone listening and viewing this podcast right now.
Okay.
What can we do to get the will to win as a freelancer and the network marketer?
Okay, so what we can do to get the will going, to get us going in our endeavor as a freelancer and as a network marketer, is to make sure you don't lose your spark. Make sure you guard yourself. There are ways you guard yourself. Guard yourself from unnecessary from some negative pressure or from some negative energy in form of friends, in form of habits. So you need to guard your energy, because the moment, see, negativity tends to spread faster. Because now, one great man said, and I quote, said, negativity doesn't need your permission to grow.
So true.
That they say it, or you just heard it last one, or just heard it. It will have a very big impact in you if you don't guard your heart. That's the reason why you must watch where you go. You must watch who you are talking to. You must watch where you are, because anybody can say anything that you will hear and will play a negative effect in your business. Because any word that is coming from out will first of all bastardize your mindset. And if your mindset is being wrong, it's being tackled or it's being tampered with, definitely your business is at stake. So stagnation is about to set in that aspect. So guard yourself, guard your mindset, make sure you watch and you never lose your spark and your focus. So that's the advice I have for us, and we shall all meet at the very top.
Thank you so much for today's podcast. Thank you for your appearance and all your experiences you've shared with us.
You're welcome.
So thank you so much for joining us today. Can you give a round of applause to our guests?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
This will be the end of today's podcast, and we shall meet again when we'll be doing our next session. My name remains Newness Oyinlola, and my guest name is
Mr. Atoyebi Opeyemi.
All right, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Bye.